Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In my last video, I explained what is regression testing. If you have not watched it, then please do watch it. I have given the link in the description box. Today, I am going to explain you Software Development Lifecycle or SDLC. This topic we have already learned in our academic subject, but that was a kind of theory. At that time, we were not knowing the importance of it. Okay, so how much impact it is giving during a software development in a IT company. So that I am going to share my experience today. Okay, so to develop a high quality software and to give a qualitative product to the customer, we have to follow certain systematic approach so that we can deliver this in a optimistic and efficient way to the customer. That is why we are following SDLC, where we have to follow certain step-by-step procedures in a efficient way, and we can do this by a proper planning, by a proper development, and with the cost effective we are going to deliver a effective and efficient product to the customer. So that is the purpose of SDLC. Okay, so here what we are doing is we are following a systematic approach to develop a high quality software. Okay, it consists of a detailed plan which explains how to plan, build and maintain a specific software, and how we can deliver in a optimistic way, and how we can build a good relationship with the client, how we can impress the client. So all these things we can achieve by developing a product with this SDLC. Okay, so there are certain pages we have to follow to develop a product, so that I'm going to explain you in the next slide. So SDLC phases consist of 7 phases. Okay, so first one is requirement collection phase, second one is feasibility study or analysis phase, the third one is design phase, then fourth one is coding or programming phase, fifth one is testing phase, sixth one is installation phase, or we call it as a deployment phase, then the last one is your maintenance phase. Okay, so now just let's understand this one by one in detail. I'm going to explain you, so don't worry. Okay, so in requirement phase, this is the first phase. Okay, so in this requirement collection phase, what happens is the business analyst, okay, the business analyst will get the requirement from the customer. Okay, so the customer will be explaining you that I need these many features within this many time duration, and these are my project goals. Okay, client is going to explain you the business analyst of the requirement, and the business analyst will get the requirement from the client or from the customer in this requirement collection phase. This is the first phase of SDLC. After getting the requirement from the customer, the business analyst will document it. Okay, and after that the second phase will start, which call it as a feasibility study or analysis phase. Okay, so in this phase what happens is the BA will conduct a kick-off meeting, or we call it as a walkthrough meeting. Okay, so in this page there will be a different team involvement. Okay, so in this page the project managers, business analysts, architects, a development team, testing team, finance team. Okay, so all these teams will get gather in this phase, and they will be checking the feasibility study. Okay, they will be doing the analysis of the customer requirement. So what they are going to do here is, so they will be check whether we are able to do this customer requirement or not, whether it is doable or not. In this phase they will be checking basically three feasibility check they will do. One is technical feasibility, the second one is financial feasibility, and the third is resource feasibility. Okay, so in the technical feasibility, what they do is, so they will be checking whatever the client is asking, that requirement, can it be doable with this many operating system, with these tools, and with this system configuration or not. Okay, so that will be going to check under technical feasibility whether with our current computer system we can achieve the customer requirement or not. That we are going to discuss in the technical feasibility. Coming to the financial feasibility, we are going to check with this many budget or cost, can it be doable. Okay, so that basically we are checking the economic. Okay, the economic of that requirement we are checking under financial feasibility. Coming to the resource feasibility, in that resource feasibility we were checking, I have 2 months, suppose for example my customer is saying I need an application within 3 months. Okay, so we have to check with 3 months of duration, and I have only 5 resources. So can it be doable? So that we are checking as part of resource feasibility. So all these things we are going to analyze, or we are going to do in the feasibility study phase. Once uh, we are completed with the analysis phase, in this phase only we are going to prepare SRS, or we are calling it as a software requirement specification document. There the in detail document of the requirement will be there, and this will be prepared by business analyst. Okay, so remember, this question may arise in the interview also, though they will be preparing in which phase you are going to prepare SRS. Okay, so at that time you will be telling like SRS will be prepared in the feasibility study phase or in the analysis phase, and this will be done by a business analyst. Then once we are completing the feasibility study phase, then we are coming to the design phase. In this design phase, okay, so this design phase consists of two things. One is HLD and LLD. Okay, so HLD stands for high level design and LLD stands for low level design. Okay, so here what happens is, the architects or the senior developers, okay, so they will be preparing a high level design document. Okay, so in that what they do is, so what they are preparing is, that basically it will be gives the architecture of the software product. Okay, who is they are going to develop, right? So all the modules architecture will be there in that high level design document, and it will be kind of, they will be telling what are all the models consist of, and what are the system configuration we are doing, how the interface looks like. So everything will be there in the HLD. And then we will be going with the second one is lower level design document. So that can be prepared by a senior developer or any other developer who is efficient in this work. Okay, so they will be preparing a LLD, and in that they will be describing how each and every feature in the product should work, and how every component should work, the functional logic, what are all the errors can uh, arise. So all these things they can be prepared in this LLD. After this design phase, the coding phase will be start, or we call it as a development phase. Here we are starting with the application development. Okay, so once developer is getting the SRS document and HLD LLD document, then they will be starting the coding of that application. They will start developing each modules in the coding phase. Okay, and after this coding phase, once the coding phase will complete, the testing will be starting. Okay, because uh, to deliver any product we cannot do that without testing, because without testing, if we're delivering the product, then there will be a chance of getting the bugs and all. Might be the application will not work in the customer environment. So because of that, testing is a very crucial phase in the SDLC. So in this testing phase, okay, in this testing phase, the test engineers will do the testing. Here what we are checking is, we will be checking whether the functionality is working as per the customer's requirement or not, and if we'll find any defect, then we'll report to the developer and we'll get them fixed. Once the defect will get fixed, again we'll be retesting the defect, and we are rechecking till the application is bug free and it is working as expected. All the functionality is working as expected. After completion of the testing, means once the application is working perfectly fine, then the installation or deployment phase will start, where the deployment team will going to deploy the product in the respective server or in the client location, okay, and then it will be ready for use to the customer. Customer can use this application. It is in the production, okay. And so after installation phase, so the last phase is the maintenance phase. Here what's happen is, the customer uses the product, uh, might be there is a chance that customer gets some issues during using of that application or using of that product, okay. In that case, uh, so there will be certain service level agreement between the customer and the company, like they will be giving maybe for 6 months or 1 year timelines. So that period of duration will be a maintenance phase. So company will say that we have deployed the product, we have already delivered the product to you, but we are giving a SLA, service level agreement, of 6 months or 1 year. Within this much duration, if we need any kind of help from us, if you need any, if you find any defect, or if you need any upgradation, or if you need any enhancement kind of thing, then that can be done with this much duration of time. So that will be happening during this maintenance phase, okay. And remember, after this maintenance phase, suppose my SLA is already completed for 6 months to 1 year, and after 1 year, if if my customer is saying that no, I need some more enhancement kind of thing, then in that case the uh, customer has to pay some extra charge or whatever. So that is about SDLC. So that's for today's session. If you like my video, then please subscribe and share across your friends. If you have any further queries, then please feel free to ask me. I'll be happy to answer all your queries. Thank you.